Hi, this is Kara Tomko. I built the website mapsotry.com, and today I'm going to show you the new website, specifically the area inside the login where all of the social networking content is. So this is the mapsotry.com homepage, and we're going to go ahead and click on Member Login. For today's demo, we are going to go ahead and use a special profile that I created that is blank, and I will go ahead and show you how to build your own profile. So once we're logged in, you'll see there is a new navigation bar right here, profile, friends, groups, etc. And the first thing we're going to do is work with the profile area. This is where you would change your password after you've logged in for the first time. You want to go ahead and do that. And then we are going to start building our profile. Change profile picture. And we'll go ahead and upload a picture from our files. You don't need to really worry about if it's a really large file. It'll go ahead and put it up as long as it's not a huge file. You should be fine. We can edit our thumbnail picture. It shows the thumbnail underneath. Hit save, and we now have a new profile picture. Okay, the next area we are going to work on is the About Me section, so click Edit. We've preloaded some information that we'd like you to fill out. About Me information, contact information, some race information that pertains to you. Go ahead and click Save. Back to Profile, and you'll see that your changes have been saved. Okay, there's About Me. You'll notice we also have friends and group boxes, and those will start to populate the more that you're working on the website. Please note there's also a status box here, very similar to Facebook. Share thoughts, questions, any kind of updates about the club. All right. I do want to point out that once you have logged in, the area that is really the most helpful is this member newsfeed section next to the login, and this is the news stream. It's very similar to Facebook, and it'll show you all of the things that are going on in the club. The statuses, there's the one we just put up, people's new pictures, what's going on with groups, who's friends with who, etc. So, speaking of friends, how do we find friends? If you are in the member newsfeed area, you will see a box on the right, and it has all of the members of the mapsotry.com community. And if you click on View All Members, you will see a list, and you can go through and find people to add as friends. And very similar to Facebook, a message will go into their queue and ask them to accept your friend request. The next thing we're going to do is create some photo albums with some pictures. So you're going to go ahead and click on the Photos tab, and we are going to create a photo album. I like to put all my pictures in albums because I can specify exactly who is going to see them, and I'll show you how. This would be as opposed to just putting up singular photos. So here's my album name. Little description. This is why I like albums, because you have this drop down that says who can see your photos. So you can elect for only you to see your photos, only your friends to see photos, all of the MapSoTry.com site members, or the public to see your photos. I'm going to go ahead and choose public, create the album, and then I'll go ahead and show you where those populate. So now we have an empty album. I want to go ahead and upload some photos. I'm going to go ahead and add one file, but you can add multiple files by selecting Shift or Control and choosing your pictures. Okay, so we are going to view our album. You can edit your album here. And click in to your pictures, edit your pictures, and I want to show you where those show up. So if you had elected for the public to see your photos, anybody who is visiting the site and goes to that top navigation area where it says photos and video and clicked photos, they would be able to see photos, see all your photos here. If you have only chosen for yourself or your friends or site members to see your album, it would populate here for them only. They would not be able, the public would not be able to see the photos in this list. Okay, the next thing we are going to talk about is adding a race report. Every single MapSoTry.com member has been given authorship privileges, and that means that you are allowed to put content up on the website. So we are going to enter a title, a little bit of race report content. Again, down here in the publishing section, you can elect for the public to see your race report or only registered users, that would be MapSoTry.com members, to see your race report. I'm going to go ahead and click public. Don't worry about language and metadata, that is not required. And you go ahead and click save. Now the race report goes into the queue for the site editor to approve. It usually takes a couple of hours, and everybody gets a chance to have their race report featured on the home page once it gets published. Here's the race reports. And then it becomes archived here in the race report section. Again, similar to photos, if you have elected only for the MapSoTry.com registered members to see your race report, it would be in the list only for them. And if you have elected for the public to see it, anybody would be allowed to see your race report. And at the end of every race report, there is also a comment section for people to comment to you as well. Okay, back to the social area. Next, we are going to talk about events and how to create, manage, and join events. Events tab. And we're going to create an event first. Everything with an asterisk in this section has to be filled in. We need to have a start time, and an end time. Number of seats. This is for a cap on the number of people that can attend an event. If you do not have a cap, then you just put 0, which is what this mouse over is telling you here. Create your event. And now you are the administrator of this event. And that means a couple of things. Primarily, it means you are allowed to email the members of the event, people who have elected to attend your event, by sending an email to participants. And that will definitely cut down on the amount of email that we get that goes to the entire group. You can edit the event, you can delete the event here. Now, if you want to go ahead and just join an event, it's very easy. You can click on All Events, and all of the events for the club will load. There's the one we just created. So let's click into the detail on Ironman Lake Placid, which has already been created. All right, on the right-hand side, you'll see a box that says Your Response. You simply just click Attend if you would like to attend, and that's it. If you have already chosen to attend and you changed your mind and you need to go back in and just click Not Attend. That will take you off the list for the event, and you are elected as Not Attend. Please make sure that you are electing to attend events if you are going, particularly races, because Craig does use these events for his this week's MAPSO Racers email content. So please fill out the information so he knows to put you on the list. To the right of race reports, there are 3 small icons here. Please make note of those, because these are icons for global notifications, friend invites, and new messages. So if you have content here available for you, you will see a small blue box with a number inside of it over top of these icons. So for example, if you have friend requests, maybe you have 3 friend requests, you'll see a little blue box with a 3 in it that shows you that you have 3 people that have invited you to be their friend. So please go ahead and make sure you're paying attention to that information. To the far right is your logout, and there's a few other sections I want to show you on the website very quickly before we close out today. Underneath the club, there is an order gear section, and this is the same gear ordering system that was on the last website, where you can order your MAPSO gear from Champion Systems. It's got all the gear, all the accessories, and it's the same website that you are used to seeing. Secondly, we have the calendar here. This is the information that is populated from the calendar on the back end and the events on the back end that we have been filling in. It will show the events if you're not logged in, but you have to be logged in to attend an event. Lastly, we've added a lot more information under training for swims, rides, and runs. One of the new things under rides is a lot of maps and local rides that the club members have been doing. And if you check it out, you'll see maps. You can click through these maps for some bike routes. And just like any map application, you can zoom in and get the exact locations, the exact streets for some new bike routes. With that, I would like to say thank you so much for watching. Goodbye, and best of luck in your races. Have a great season.